Hello, welcome to the Overtime Chatter. I'm here with you this evening to do the recap for Belle Collective, Season 3, Episode 9. The episode starts off with Letitia still arguing on the phone with Glenn, and now Cliff is outside, and she's like, "What you saying to my husband? What you telling Glenn? He over here calling me tripping and this and that and another thing." So, he tells her, "Oh, your husband, he love you. He obsessed with you. That's why he calling you like that." So you already know. When I was younger, maybe that would have been something that I've been like, "Oh my God, he loves me. Oh my God, he is so jealous." No, that's just some controlling shit right there. That's something that ain't supposed to be. And so anyway, I don't know. Letitia is like, I don't know what y'all got going on over there where y'all at, but we don't do this, and you shouldn't have called. So then Latrice walks out, and you know, she's like, she tells, Letitia pretty much just said he wanted them to stay out of her marriage, and that then she referencing her confessional, she says that her and Glenn, that I just want Cliff and Latrice to stay out of her marriage. They just don't like to see nobody happy. Child, and I want to say, Letitia, when was you happy? And then I wasn't real cool with you still dogging out Latrice like that. That she supposed to be. I don't. This episode should have been called. It should have been called Fake Ass, because all y'all fake. As soon as Cliff called Glenn, you get on the phone with Glenn. Why aren't you talking about what's going on in Cliff and Latrice mess? Like, you jealous. And then when you reference, pretty much you didn't say it, but you said that, "Oh, I think that Latrice put up with this mess from Cliff because she likes to live a certain lifestyle." Yeah, we see she rolling in a G-Wagon. We see her house and all the property and shit that she sit on, and how y'all friends come out there to have y'all parties on that land. And I think Jay went on y'all land, went hunting and got some deer and brought some deer jerky by, and just a whole bunch of shit. But she was trying to infer that you stayed with him for the money. Meaning to say, I don't really understand that, because I thought it was her with the money, because she the one with the wig machines and whatever her hair. I'm sorry, I can't remember what her hairline is called. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just can't remember what the goddess hair lengths. Yeah. So I thought that she made her money off of. I don't get it, but I just know this: if Letitia thinks she happy in her marriage and Latrice thinks she happy in their marriage, and they both two crazy hoes. But I thought I was happy in mine until I wasn't in it no more. So sometimes I don't know. I just don't see. So anyway, she's like, Cliff don't let Latrice do this, and then Cliff says she know what lines not to cross, and Latrice like, what lines? What y'all talking about? Okay, girl, you was control, Latrice. Your husband has already told you that you're not equal to him. So I don't know how you can be, how you feel like you're in a relationship with somebody who tell you that they're not equal to you. I was in a relationship for a very long time where I treat the person good. I treat the person like I would want to be treated at all times, which caused me to treat him better than I treated myself. And I don't know how the fuck that worked out, but that's what happened. I always made everything about him a priority. Not thinking that about me love, but thinking that was I was supposed to do as the woman and as being the helper, is just give him a lot of support. Till he got to the point that he thought his ass was better than me. And he wasn't. He wasn't. So I'm trying to say to you, I wouldn't have no baby with this nigga. I don't even know how the fuck y'all have a conversation, because I don't even understand what the hell he's saying. I get so mad at the cameramen and the producers, whoever shoot this shit. Y'all need to go back and translate everything Cliff say, and sometimes Glenn don't open his mouth. He just fucking mumble when he talk. And I don't even know why, Letitia, why you even having this fit? You talking about Cliff having control over Latrice? Did Glenn not have your car with a tracker on it? Did he not leave a recorder to hear conversations and shit that you was having with Maria about this apartment? Did he not just manipulate you after his grandmama died to start staying with you? And then he ain't shit. The only thing that made him shine is once he found out that baby wasn't his. But why are you happily married and having to go take a paternity test from another bitch? So anyway, let me just get off y'all marriage, because that shit ain't no marriage. That kind of shit like that is not what God intended. I'm just saying. So anyway, we get to Willie. I like Willie and Akeisha's relationship together. He making her something to eat, or he taking the shit out of the bag. It don't matter. He being nice, putting it on the plate, and he piled a lot of shit. She's like she had a platter, and he ain't really had shit on his plate. But when he sat down to eat with her, he was eating off of her plate. But that's cute though. And I think that's cute. I remember one time I ate off my husband. No, me and my husband at KFC. And I wanted... I don't know, I was one of them people, I ordered my shit, but I never ordered enough. And they had cheesecake at one time. They sold cheesecake. I don't know if they still sell it because I don't eat at KFC anymore. And he ordered cheesecake, so after I got finished eating my box of chicken or whatever. He was eating his cheesecake. And I stuck my fork to get a piece. You know, this motherfucker picked that slice of shit up and just took it and smashed it in my face. Fucking asshole, because he don't like people to eat his food. But I ain't people, bitch. I'm your wife. Anyway, I thought it was cute that he was eating off of her plate. And then she was talking about how excited she is because I like the idea that she's doing too. Sometimes when you try to renovate or revitalize a part of the city, and if you only do like one store, ain't nobody coming down there for that shit. They come for the grand open to see what they got. And if it's the only store in town that's selling this particular commodity or service, we'll come. But I ain't going all the way downtown to look at one new building. Now, this is the grand opening, they giving away free shit and it's a raffle. But she want to do the whole block, you know, which is cool. And I don't know nothing about Jackson, but I know a couple people from Jackson, and they don't even... Around Jackson is nice, the city, but don't nobody want to fuck with the city because it's crime, and it's supposed to be a whole lot of shit. I ain't never been to Jackson. I'm not a fan of Mississippi. There are too many S's. Well, Tennessee got a lot too. But anyway. So she's talking about how excited she is, and she's going to do like a happy hour mixer because her last name is Holly. She's doing a Holly Day. And it's going to be a event that features Ferris Street and what it used to be, and the history of Ferris Street and her family. So she got a lot of pictures. They're gonna set it up like a art thing. You can walk around like a museum almost. You're gonna walk around, or an art gallery, and see read about the bios of the people and see the things that used to go down on Ferris Street when it was live and hopping. So anyway, now you got Latrice and you got Letitia, and they playing tennis. Letitia came up with this stupid shit. You can tell they only playing tennis so they can play with the outfits, because they look dumb. They look like they don't know how to play. They look like they should not play no games. They should just went somewhere and sit down and had their ass or something to drink. Yeah, and just called it a day. So anyway, the tennis instructors, they're trying to help them, and they just suck. I'm just losing all interest in this. They look fine, but they hide and they tired, and they hit all these damn balls, and the tennis instructor told them they had to pick them up, and they was like, ooh, it's balls everywhere, and they both let us know that they don't pick up nobody's balls except their husbands. Ew. I heard when they pick them up, they mean they old, or the man old. I like mine's nice and tight, still sitting up in wherever they're supposed to sit up in that up under the thing like that. I still like mine to be that way. So anyway, Latrice called Letitia to talk to her about how come Cliff called Glenn and told him this. You supposed to watch out for me, and you should have said something to him. And Latrice pretty much said, I ain't saying shit to him because I like driving a G-Wagon and living in a nice house. I don't have to stay in a furnished apartment that's in somebody else's name, so I ain't saying shit. She ain't said that, but she said she was stick next to her husband. So she said, and I don't even know why he called my husband anyway, because he was looking at the dick harder than anybody else, and he was, but who wouldn't have? I would have been looking. Only person who ain't go and physically good was Akeisha, but she was fucking looking for sure. She was looking. So anyway, the teacher just keep trying to shade Cliff. Cliff was looking and he should have took you out of there and not mess with me and blah 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 blah. He shouldn't have called. So anyway, they're supposed to be cool. So that's the end of that. So then you got Aisha, and she got her sisters coming to visit. She said she like her sisters come around because she the baby of the family, and they was asking her the issues about Tamara and the ladies. And she said, yeah, me and Tamara went to school together, but it was fucked up after Tamara brought me to the group, telling me about these ladies. And then she told me about the ladies. She went back and talking about me to them, I said they was ugly. Well, they wasn't cute, but they wasn't ugly either. So anyway, she said, I want y'all to come to the event that I'm trying to have for the holiday event to, celebrate our family, the historical part of Fair Street, and she's excited about that. And she said, y'all behave yourself, because I know I told y'all I don't get along with all these ladies, and I think the older sister said, I might be okay. It all depends on how much I had to drink. Depends on whether I'm going to fuck with somebody, but when nobody fuck with you. That's pretty much that's what I interpret it as saying, let me see. I don't know what the beef is with Tamara and Ikea, except for that, but that to me is stupid. That's stupid. And they just keep everybody on Tamara. Like, she a lie. She don't want to tell you. She didn't tell you about that shit because it ain't relevant. It wasn't part. First of all, it ain't part of her storyline because apparently she was broke up with this motherfucker before Belle Collective even started. So why y'all want to know so much about her past? And I'm like, what if she would go and bring the woman that Glenn was fucking and thought he had the baby with to meet Letitia? I mean, how cool would that be? If she said, girl, come on, have drinks with me. And then when she get there, the bitch her husband thought she had a son with was meeting that. Girl, I don't know. I just wanted to hear your story. I want to hear her side, too. It's two sides to every story. It was a teacher. No, you wouldn't have liked that. And then Marie, what if the men, all the men or women or trans or whatever the fuck they say that your ex used to fuck with, what if Tamara went to meet one of them and then say nothing to you? Y'all did that shit dark and dirty. And that's why I say that's why y'all so goddamn fake. Y'all be a girl, I love you and I care about you. Girl, let me find out something about her. And then when they ain't around, you talk about them like damn trash. And Marie, it could no way you could be this upset with Latrice. You are jealous of her. That bitch must have sold you rat head the first season. Cause you is ridiculous. You is gunning for this girl. Leave her the fuck alone. She got a glass house. And she still got a lot of windows in her house. She got a glass house. And she got problems. Y'all know this bitch got problems. You older than her. And Latrice older than her too. Y'all done seen how Cliff act. You understand what I'm saying? How y'all done watched the show and see him roll up on her in that M-bar shit when you ain't telling me you was going to the club, so y'all already know. But why are you fucking with her? She got her own shit. Are you jealous because she's successful? Yeah. Why are you so pressed for her that she didn't sell IKEA house? She didn't sell that. So Gucci didn't sell them house. So Gucci didn't sell get a business for Latrice. And she did not sell IKEA house. I keep calling her IKEA. I'm just calling it because Aisha IKEA. I get all that shit fucked up. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about, the light-skinned one who married to Willie. And so Juicy didn't sell her no houses, but so Gucci supposed to be the number one real estate in Huntsville. This bitch don't know that before you even look up the MLS. I used to be a real estate agent. I ain't looking for shit till you sign this. First you gonna tell me you ain't got another. You gonna sign this paper telling me you ain't working with no other realtor but me, and I'm the one supposed to find your shit, and then we're gonna put a time stamp on that bitch. Your contract is good today, Monday at 9 o'clock, and it's gonna be over with Friday at 5 p.m. If I don't find you some shit, then after that we gotta sign a new contract, or you find somebody else to work with. All that shit was just her buzz, her doing. And I understand so Gucci shit too. You feel comfortable with people, and Latrice was the one who gave you say allegedly that Latrice allegedly says she was the one who gave you the name So Gucci. So maybe because she gave you the name, you thought you didn't have to do no paperwork, or she gonna ride with you, whatever. But you fucked that up. So just get past it. And then you did get past it at the baby shower. But it's like when you get around people So Gucci, you fake as fuck. And then, oh God, I hate for you to have an incident with somebody. And then you go back and tell Jay-Z, you go back and tell Jay, your husband, and you don't tell him. You tell him the parts, but you leave out that part. The part that you say that make the motherfuckers go off on your ass. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to leave that alone. And then we see Willie and Jay. Willie comes to meet Jay at the bowling alley there. It's fun because Willie ain't nothing like them. None of that group. He don't talk like them motherfuckers. He don't dress like them. And when he around them, he looking like he in a whole nother planet of fucking... He act like he on a whole nother planet. So he really act like it was Willie, but he says he really like Willie. He said, I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. At first when I met him, I didn't understand what I was looking at, but you really don't. He got fucking braids that's in ponytails. I think he got gold teeth. He got all these goddamn necklaces on. You don't know if you're looking at an old man or a teenager trying to be... you don't know what the fuck you looking at. Then he's sagging. You know, he got the jewelry and the watch. He extra. He extra for that age. So anyway, they get to talking and Willie say, yeah, man, let me tell you what's up with Glenn. He in the studio trying to rap. Now see, you making fun of him with Willie J, but when you was in that bitch with Glenn and he was singing that song, oh yeah, get your girl back. Do what you do, that darn thing. Do that darn thing. Just do that darn thing. Get your girl back. Do that darn thing. And now he with Willie, you clown him because he's 40 years old trying to be a rapper. And Willie was like, I don't think this going to work, but I want to hear the song. And then I don't want to hear the song come from the hook that I heard was, Willie, we go wrong, bitch. Ain't nobody go wrong but you, Glendale. I want to say his real name, but they be fucking with him. Anyway, then Jay gets to the part where the stripper is at the party and how Cliff called Glenn and tell him how big the guy's dingling was, and Jay just says, I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Jay just says, I did it for the So Gucci party to bring the girls together. You know, I ain't know what to do. But Jay did say after So Gucci looked at that 15, 16-inch rod that she went home and loved on him something awful. Said she put some darn stuff on him that darn night of her birthday party. She tore that up. So anyway, he said he'd do it again soon as she asked. He don't care what's in her mind, but she putting it on like that. So anyway, he said he had a good time. And I think he said darn when he was talking to Willie just about 80 times in that conversation. And Jay let Willie know. He said, yeah, I heard it was a big thing, and I heard Cliff was the one that was ironing. He was like, he was looking at it harder than the girls. So anyway, and I do remember it was a part on there where Cliff was encouraging Letitia to get closer. He wasn't saying that shit to his wife, but he was saying it to Letitia. And then Letitia, the little fat one that's married to Glenn, he was encouraging her to give him money or to get closer to it over there, but I bet he didn't tell Glenn that shit on the phone when he talked to him. So anyway, I like Willie. He said he think they crazy, and I think they crazy, and I can't stand when them goddamn men talk. I really cannot stand when they talk because I don't understand anything that they're saying. So I wish that they would just X them completely out. So, let me see. So, I don't know. I think this episode we call all these motherfuckers is fake because they fake. Oh. Let me talk about that. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not done. So anyway, Latrice wants to meet with Tamara in the park, and she says, oh my gosh, Tamara, I'm sorry. He said your ex-fiance. And she was like, he was not my ex-fiance. They still trying to swallow that shit, make her swallow that shit that man gave to them to eat. They're trying to make her take some of that, eat some of that shit too. But she's like, I don't want none of that, and I'm angry. If y'all want to know something about me, y'all supposed to come ask me. Not supposed to go sit down with a motherfucker. Y'all didn't call me before. Y'all could have brought me to the damn meeting, but you didn't do that. What you was trying to do was find some dirt now. I just really love you, but I'll be honest with you. I don't know you. Okay, bitch, I don't know you either. But ask me. And you real proud. So what? Everybody ain't gotta have that shit out there. I don't nobody I don't nobody care. I mean, just see, what is it? You mad because they know now, we know that Glenn put a tracker on your car, that you scared to leave him, that he manipulative, that he cheat on you, that, you know, girl, he trying to do, I'm just telling, to me, Latrice, the teacher, he trying to stay, Glenn trying to stay with you because you coming on the come up. You coming slow, but you coming on the come up. But just slow. He see you changing and shit, got your little Porsche Kanye, or whatever one is. The one, it remind me of Kanye Pepper. Yeah, whatever. He see you getting your little car and shit. So anyway, you know, she said, let's get to know each other. And as soon as she said that, as soon as Tamara told the teacher that she forget her, this bitch got questions. So is she pregnant? So do y'all live together? I've been like, for real? Yeah, I guess. I probably entertain to answer the questions, but it would just been, you know, as short as they could be, because I don't want to fuck with y'all. So anyway, now, I don't know. I just know. I think the teachers were Glenn, which is fucking stupid. I don't actually think they never separated. The honest to tell you the truth, I think they never separated. I think it was just part of her storyline. She wasn't never leaving his raggedy ass. Sunny day, it's the holiday, and the place looks nice, and everybody come in. And believe it or not, Taryn's in a different color than black, and she not wearing the hat. And Latrice comes in, and Marie is there, and it all feel like it's all good vibes with everybody. Everybody talking about the party, so they coexisting. Mel is there, and she had a breast reduction, so they talking about who titties is what size. And Lisa's there, she got a red dress on. Aisha, she like a school teacher. She look like she is ready for her happy hour event. And then Marie comes in. Here comes Maria, and no, he's not. Here comes Letitia, and she's not on the best terms with Aisha. Damn, Letitia is late, and she's not on the best terms with Aisha. So anyway, they start talking about what's going on in the event. They introduce her mother, Dr. Holly. She's there. And Latrice is late. But she sees Cliff, and she sees Latrice, and she hugs. And I think it's Cliff going for the hug, and Latrice says something smart. And Latrice tells our kid the stripper story, you know, about how Cliff called. This Cliff? No, I'm sorry. Oh my God, y'all, I'm so sorry. It is Marie, Akia, and Latrice. And they're telling her what happened at the party about Cliff calling Glenn, and he was looking at the hearts and this and that. And then Marie chimes in, and yeah, they insecure, and they got glass house, and they shouldn't throw no stones because everything over there ain't perfect. And as soon as they talking about her, he should come back there to give him a hug and tell him that she's leaving early. And then soon as she cleared the thing, yeah, you know, they gotta leave early because if Cliff started drinking too early, child, ain't no telling what's gonna pop off. You know, he gotta get her back home at the house. And that is why I say these some fake ass bitches. I don't know. And that's why I don't have girlfriends, because women, that shit that we seeing, that's not no acting, that's some real shit. You get too many girlfriends together, to me, my experience has been, it be too much bullshit. And we see it time and time again on these Real Housewives. We see this shit on these dating shows. when you get too many bitches together, it's always somebody want to talk about somebody. And I don't want to do that. I could never be a housewife because I don't want to dog my friend out. If she say something fucked up, I want to call on it right then. I don't need, if I have a thought, I don't want to know that shit. So I'm just saying, y'all just be doing too much. You don't love me like you love me, then you talk shit about me like that. No, not unless you want to talk shit like that about in my face. Now, see, I see it. Then you say, Michelle, you know, okay, like if Latrice talked to Latrice and said, girl, you know, Cliff ain't shit. He around there whooping on your ass and talking shit to you, girl. Got this motherfucker Monty, this and that, another thing. And why you put up with that shit? You beautiful, you this and that, another thing. Okay, bam, I done told her. Now, if I'm sitting out with somebody else, and I be like, they say, girl, how your girl Latrice? Girl, I was telling her she need to leave this nigga alone. But this what my thing is. Don't say nothing about Latrice shit, because your shit raggedy. Glenn ain't shit, yo. This motherfucker, where he got a job? Where he work? Oh, you paying the bills for him. Because I ain't see him. You said he was a longshoreman or a truck driver or something. That motherfucker ain't went nowhere since season 3 started. We ain't gonna go to work. Anyway, you just can't. And then the same thing, I don't like men that fucking gossip. I like Jay, but I don't like men that fucking gossip and hear gossip. Oh man, this and that happening. Man, if it ain't positive, shut the fuck up about it. I mean, I'm saying, darn, let them be jealous. Ain't nobody jealous of you and so Gucci. I mean, I'm for real with that shit. I don't think they is. Why? I don't get it. So anyway, I'm tired of recapping them, but I think they're going on a break. No, I don't think so. Anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me doing this recap, and I don't know, they just fake as hell to me. All of them, they just like they fucking corny as fuck, yo. I don't like no fake ass people, and then they fake it, they too old. But I do want to say this, I do like it. I like it better when Latrice and Marie get along. They funny together. You know, they were talking about who got the better body, who got the better booty. Marie, your body is nasty. You built like a quarterback. Sorry, it's the truth. I'm built like a little kid. I don't have no titties, ass, hips, or none of that. But hey, I ain't gonna do nothing about it. I ain't never had nobody say, "Girl, put your clothes back on because you built like a little girl." I built like a little girl, but this thing feel like, oh, woman. Anyway, let me get out of here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I so appreciate that. Have a good one, and I will see you next week with the next recap of Belle Collective Season 3.